What's up, everyone? Justin here, back with a review of WWE Crown Jewel 2022. I believe there was a crown, or no, that was Elimination Chamber, or I don't know what the last event in Saudi Arabia was called. If it was Crown Jewel or Elimination Chamber, I forget. But they were there earlier. I'll just call this, I don't know, the fall of 2022 Crown Jewel review just happened on Saturday morning, right before noon. It started at 11 fucking a.m. Seriously, I didn't feel like waking up because I was very tired. But I got up and now I'm wide awake. The event woke me up. I didn't sleep that long. Maybe, I don't know, 5.5, 6.5 hours only. Anyways, here we go with my Crown Jewel 2022 review. It ended like, I don't know, 25 minutes ago maybe. That I would have done the review sooner, but I had to go outside and deal with weather problems. Got super high winds here, like 50, 60 miles an hour. I had a recycle bin that tipped over. And it had a lot of heavy stuff in it, and it still tipped over. The wind blew it down. I had to go out there and pick up everything. Some of it blew the fuck away. I'm not going to chase after it. But anyways, so yeah, the only wind damage I've had, thankfully, so far is a recycle bin, like 35, 40 pounds blow over. But it's damn high wind. Seriously, at this house, my power could go out any time from the winds. So here we go with my review. Up first, the first matchup on Crown Jewel was a fucking main event of any pay-per-view. A main event matchup up first. Battle of the Beasts. Brock Lesnar, Bobby Lashley. It was not very long at all. I expected to be like, I don't know, 5 or 10 minutes. I expected at least. Did not even go 8 minutes or 10. Only 6 minutes. I don't know if Brock legit hurt his knee or leg. He was selling it a lot. But I don't think he's injured. But the match ended pretty quick. And it was a weird finish. Because Brock pushed his feet off the top turnbuckle. Tried to roll back on Bobby. He did not get his body like all the way turned around. But Bobby's shoulders were down. He had the hurt lock on. Brock Lesnar on top of him. It was a quick 3 count. And it was just a fast, surprising finish. I don't got a problem with it. Brock Lesnar wins. But then Lashley was pissed. And beat the hell out of him. Put him in the hurt lock. And put him to sleep almost. And Brock was laid the hell out. Bobby walks out. Bobby looked like $1 million even though he lost. He looked like the real winner. Bobby Lashley walked out. Brock couldn't even stand. Up next was for the women's tag team titles rematch from Monday Night Raw. Why'd they have to do a rematch? I don't know, but maybe it's because Triple H wanted 2 women's matches on the show. I don't know. He pushes Damage Control like crazy unless you're Bayley. Then he has Bayley lose a lot. But I got faith in Triple H. I don't know if Bayley will get another singles title run. She should. She's still young. I'm going to guess and say Bayley's like 33 years old. I'm going to say. I don't know her age. It's a guess. I'm going to say she's 33. Let's see how old she is. 33 years old. That was a guess. She was born in 89. So, like me, Bailey's in her 30s. Early 30s. I'm in my late 30s. But under Triple H, for sure, I think Bailey should get another women's title reign. At least 1 to 2 more before, I don't know. I could see her in WWE till she's like 40. And then she could be a trainer for 10, 15, 20 years. She could be a trainer at the PC until she's like 60 if she wants to. So, Damage Control. Dakota Kai, Io Sky taking on the new women's tag team champions, Asuka. There's my other new Asuka shirt. And Alexa Bliss. So, put this out here. So anyways, Asuka and Alexa Bliss, the new champs, they won them on Monday Night Raw in the main event. That was really surprising. And I like surprises under the Triple H era. I like title changes and matches that are not predictable. Because Monday I thought for sure Damage Control would retain. They lost. That was a good, nice surprise. And some fans like to bitch already, stop hot potatoing the titles, stop having all these women's tag team title reigns end quick. It doesn't bother me if title reigns end quick. It doesn't bug me unless you're the world champ. Then the world champ should not be losing the title over and over. But Damage Control, I believe, had the titles for 6 weeks. So almost 2 months before they lost. It's not like they had them a week or 5 days like Asuka and Alexa. Alexa looked kind of confused backstage in an interview. Asuka and Alexa were interviewed, and then Bray Wyatt symbol went on the screen, and Alexa looked at it like, oh shit. Like, what the hell? Like, she got her brain triggered because she has a past with Bray. So, Damage Control take on the new champs, Alexa and Asuka. For the women's tag team titles, they win 12 minutes, 50 seconds. I thought it was really good. Really good tag match. All 4 women busted their fucking ass. It was good shit. This was kind of surprising. Damage Control wins. The title's back. New champs again. Dakota Kai, Io Sky. I got no problem with it. I'm a big fan of theirs. I don't know what they're going to do with Asuka now. Or Alexa. I have no clue. But hopefully, I don't know. They should turn Asuka heel to go after Bianca in the Raw Women's title until WrestleMania. Then have Rhea take on Bianca at WrestleMania. Or Charlotte. Or it could be a triple threat at WrestleMania. Rhea, Charlotte, Bianca. So up next, so we got new champs at Crown Jewel. Women's Tag Team Champions are crowned. Up next, the steel cage match. Drew McIntyre carrying Cross with Scarlett. Scarlett did help a lot. She climbed up on the cage at one point. And she sprayed mace, or some crap, sprayed in Drew's eyes. He was down. Karrion was about to get out the door, but Drew stopped him, and Drew got over the top of the cage before Karrion could get out. Scarlett tried everything, and you still failed Karrion Kross. But he did win at Extreme Rules. Drew needed a fucking pay-per-view win badly. Drew McIntyre wins. I thought it was a good cage match. It went 13 minutes. A lot of the matches were not that long or too long. None of them, except the main event was like, I would say 5 minutes too long. A little bit too long. It was a great main event, but it was a little bit like 4 to 5 minutes too long. So up next we have the 6-man tag, the Judgment Day. Too Sweet against Too Sweet in the OC. Carl Anderson appeared with the OC. Of course he was gonna. I think New Japan is a show today. I don't know. I don't care. I don't follow New Japan. I only know of their top guys like Okada and Jay White and Will Ospreay. The others, I don't follow them or care. And I don't even follow New Japan at all. But I do know those 3 top guys. But I don't watch their matches much at all. But I know they're there and they're good. When I went to AEW Dynamite in June, I got to see Will Ospreay. That was pretty cool. And Okada show up on Dynamite. That was awesome. So it was right before the go-home show to Forbidden Door. I was at that Dynamite in Milwaukee. The crowd was hype the whole show. It was a great atmosphere, and it was really fun to be there. I'm going to Raw on December 12th, by the way, if you care to know. I haven't been to Raw in like over 10 years. So hopefully I get to see Bianca and Asuka. That's who I really want to see there. And the Usos or Roman or Brock. I'll get to see Rollins. And I haven't seen Rollins live in like 8 to 10 years. Hopefully I'll get to see Rollins and Bobby Lashley at least. And hopefully I get to see Asuka for sure. I really want to see Asuka live and Bianca live and Damage Control. And Rhea Ripley. So the OC took on the Judgment Day. It was pretty good shit. Michael Cole actually mentioned that AJ and Finn started the Bullet Club, then AJ was in it. That was unreal. That Michael Cole actually mentioned Bullet Club on a WWE pay-per-view. Under Vince, it would have never happened, ever. Vince wanted to act like other promotions did not exist. And I'm not saying you should mention your competition much at all, but you could do it a little bit to talk about the history of the business. Especially if guys in your company have a big time history in another company. Then you should mention it and bring it up. So, Judgment Day wins. Rhea Ripley helps him. Rhea is Judgment Day. She is a Judgment Day. I think she's a leader. But if she's not, she should be made as a leader. They should tell us on TV Rhea is a leader. Oh, that'd be cool. Also, a friend of mine on Twitter, Tina, mentioned she wants to see Rhea wrestle men. I agree, she should. She should go after the IC and US titles. You're telling me that it wouldn't be believable to have Rhea as IC champ or US champ? I would believe Rhea could beat up Seth and defeat him, and I believe she could defeat Gunther. She looks that tough. And she's fucking jacked, and she's tall and big. She's just bigger than some of the fucking male superstars. She definitely looks like she could kick their asses. A lot of them. Probably 75% of the roster, 80% of it, Rhea could beat up. And it wouldn't be believable to have Rhea against Bobby Lashley or Brock. That would not be believable to me. So, yeah. The Judgment Day wins. Priest, Dominic, and Finn win, but with an assist. Big time assist from Rhea. No other female helped out the OC. And I thought Luke Gallows said on Raw, we have a solution to the Rhea problem. No, you didn't. You had nobody. Nikki Cross would have fit with the OC and attacking Rhea, but she's doing other shit. She's in other feuds. I don't know what they're doing with Nikki Cross. It just seems like she's out of control and she will attack anybody. Heel or face. She attacks anybody. Could have got Piper Niven to return with OC, but no, she did not. Maybe in the future they're putting it off and they're going to have Beth Phoenix return and attack Rhea, get her revenge, because she deserves to get a revenge after getting a concerto from Rhea at Extreme Rules. So either Beth is coming back in the future, or have Piper Niven attack Rhea, or I said on Twitter you could even have Chelsea Green show up and attack Rhea for the OC or to help them. Or seriously, just any woman could try to step up to challenge Rhea. Piper Niven. Don't bring her back as Dewdrop. Call her Piper Niven. Piper could return, attack Rhea to challenge her or feud with her. Or Chelsea Green, if she signs. I even said Mickie James on Twitter could even show up and attack Rhea. But compared to Rhea, Mickey's like a midget. So at least Piper Niven, Chelsea Green, or Chelsea's really tall. And Piper Niven is a big woman that could take on Rhea. And it would be believable that she might have a chance to beat her. I guess if they want to have Asuka challenge Rhea, that would be believable too, because Asuka's a badass. So up next, Braun Strowman, Omos, Battle of the Giants. It did not go long. 7 minutes, 30 seconds. Omos controlled the whole match. And then he was talking a ton of trash, and he just got picked up and power slammed and lost. That was pathetic. Omos should have won. What the fuck, Omos? Braun Strowman wins. I wanted Omos to win. Or Omos. However you say it. The Nigerian Giant. Omos the Giant lost in a pay-per-view match. That's not good for his future. I guess Triple H believes a lot more in Braun as a Giant than Omos. So up next, the Undisputed Tag Team titles only went 10 minutes, but it was action-packed. The Usos defended against the Brawling Brutes. Ridge, Holland, and Butch, a.k.a. Pete Dunne, again is action-packed for 10 minutes. They did a lot of good shit. The Usos, of course, retain. I expected that. I think everybody did. Then they promoted SmackDown. The Usos take on the current record holders of the longest ever WWE Tag Team title reign, The New Day. The New Day getting an undisputed tag title shot this Friday. Can the Usos defeat The New Day and break their record? It's kind of hard to believe the Usos have been champs that long, but they have been. I don't even remember when they won them. I think off RK Bro. RK Bro is the Raw Tag Champs, and the Usos unified the titles. I forget when they did that and won. I guess they're counting their SmackDown Tag Title reign because it's been a lot longer than them having the Raw Tag Titles. But now they're just called the Undisputed Tag Titles. So they can be on any brand. Hopefully on any brand. Except I don't think they'll show up on NXT. That'd be dumb. I don't know if they really want to push the bloodline. But they did that with Solo. Solo won the North American title, took it to SmackDown, then he got stripped of it. That was stupid. So they're not gonna have the Usos win the NXT tag titles off Pretty Deadly. That will not happen because they would just strip the Usos. and say you're not part of NXT. Or Shawn Michaels would strip him like he stripped Solo. So up next, the last woman standing. It was awesome. Hell of a match. Both women beat the hell out of each other. There was some great, innovative, different spots in this last woman standing match I've never seen before. If you stay down for the 10 count, it's over. You lose. Bianca got trapped like inside the steps. Bayley trapped her inside the steps and had him up against the apron. But Bianca got out of that. But it was close. Also, Bayley trapped Bianca inside the fucking trunk. Like a trunk that opens up. But then, before the 10 count, Bianca pushed it open and got out. Then a golf cart was brought out. Bayley driving a fucking golf cart on the stage. Michael Cole had a great line. He said Bayley's driving under the influence, or driving DUI, driving under insane, or whatever the hell he said. Driving while, yeah, DWI, driving while insane, is what Michael Cole said about Bayley. That was pretty damn funny. Then this was insane, crazy spot. Bianca wasn't going that fast, but still she's going down the ramp. I don't know, maybe 15, 20 miles an hour. With Bayley on top of the roof. Seriously. I don't know how Bayley fucking held on, but that shit looked scary because she was going face down on the roof of a golf cart down a ramp. A long ass ramp. Like what, she was slipped and fell off and fucking fell on her head and cracked her head open. Speaking of cracking her head open, that's what I fucking did like 2 days ago. When I was working on my roof in a ladder with a leaf blower. Sadly, I had a fucking roofing accident. And somehow, the fucking leaf blower, again, is a stupid accident on my part. It will never happen again to me. I thought the leaf blower was up there on the roof and secure, so it wouldn't fall. Came down the ladder, the fucking thing fell on top of my head. Hurt like a son of a bitch. Cracked my head open. Had a fucking gash and a wound. I don't know how deep it is. Maybe this long of a gash. Maybe this long. I don't know. But my God, I got busted open. A lot of blood in my hair. Blood all over my hands. I was pissed. I thought I was going to have to go to the ER, get stitches. But thankfully, I was putting pressure on it with a wet towel. And it stopped bleeding. So anyways, yeah, that shit was scary. Getting my head busted open. That hasn't happened since I was like 7 years old. And I had an accident on the playground during a recess. That shit was scary. So if you're ever using a leaf blower on a roof, don't ever fucking leave it up there. Without taking it down or unplugging it, don't leave it up there because a fucker fell on my head. And it could have been a lot worse. Could have fell, I could have looked up, could have fell, broke my glasses, could have broke my nose, could have busted all my teeth out in the front. If I would have looked up at it, falling. But instead it just went like this, bam. My head's still a little sore. Got goose eggs on it, but not hurting anymore. The soreness is going away. So that's really good. But that shit was scary. Getting my head cracked open 2 days ago. Thankfully, I'm here to do the review. Like, seriously, what if it would have knocked me out? Seriously, what if it would have hit me in the temple or something and killed me? That's possible. It could have knocked me out or killed me. Or broke my nose or something. So I'm thankful I got a strong-ass head and skull, I guess. Because it didn't cut it open that bad. So, yeah. I had to share that. I don't know why, but I did. I don't even know why I brought it up. But I do feel a lot better than 2 days ago. 2 days ago, I was scared that I was going to have to go get stitches, and I didn't want to do that. I don't ever want to sit in a fucking ER. That's something I've avoided for decades. I haven't been in an ER since 2004 or 5. And I don't want to ever go back. Anyways. So what was I saying? Yeah, last woman standing. I was speaking about Bailey. Could have fell off the roof. Cracked her head open like I cracked my head open in a fucking roofing accident. So, yeah, Bianca wins. Picked up Bailey at the KOD on top of an open chair. Bailey's knee cracked on the chair, broke it, like bent the chair up. That was scary. I thought, hopefully, please don't have Bailey have another knee injury, torn ACL or something, because that's what put her out for over a year. I don't know why Bailey had to take that bump on her knee. Maybe it was her good knee. I don't know, but she shouldn't be taking fucking insane bumps to her knees. That's not smart, because what if you tear your knee up? But Bailey's a pro. Bianca's a pro. I guess they were safe as they could be in a last woman standing. Again, it was a great match. Hell of a match. It will be one of my favorite matches of this year when I look back on this year. Bianca, Bailey killed it. They have great fucking matches and chemistry. No doubt they're going to be a part of War Games, Damage Control against Team EST. And I'm guessing Team EST is going to be Bianca, Asuka, Alexa, and Candice LeRae, I believe. I would like it to be 5-on-5, but I think it will be 4-on-4 against Damage Control and Nikki Cross. And the men is going to be the Bloodline, either 4 or 5 of the Bloodline. Hopefully it's 5-on-5 for the men, so you can have Solo and Sammy a part of the War Games. I don't know who the hell the Bloodline's going to go against in War Games, but whoever it is, it will be good. Maybe it'll be the Paul brothers and Drew McIntyre and someone else. I don't know. But Bianca retains. I thought she should. It was a great match. Main event time. Roman Reigns, Logan Paul went 24 minutes, 50 seconds for the undisputed WWE title. It was a hell of a match. Hell of a main event. Had a big fight feel. It felt like a WrestleMania main event. The crowd was hype and into it. Some girl, I think it was a girl screaming, unless it was a little boy, but it sounded like a girl screaming, was screaming like throughout the main event. Like super into it. I don't know, watch it back. Some girl kept screaming. You could hear it. So yeah, I wanted Roman. If I would have booked it, I would have booked Roman to smash him, destroy him in 5 minutes. But they made it competitive. Towards the end, when Roman was kicking out, holy shit, I thought, right before the ref could have counted 3 and Roman kicked out, I thought, holy fucking shit, they're really going to give it to Logan Paul and to shock the world. But no, thankfully he did not win. A lot of friends of mine, or one friend of mine, Sam, on Twitter, you know who you are. He said Logan Paul should not be the champ after only having 3 matches. I agree. But under Vince, WWE is stupid sometimes. They like to put over celebrities just to get media coverage. Not like WCW did with David Arquette. That shit, yeah, I got media coverage, but it was embarrassing and bad for the business to put the title on David Arquette. He will admit it. He didn't want the damn title. I guess he just agreed because the fucking Ready to Rumble movie was out or coming out. I don't know. Russo, I don't care if it got media coverage and newspaper coverage. That was a stupid ass. One of the worst decisions in wrestling, putting over David Arquette in the year 2000. Putting the title on him. You could say a lot of shit about Vince McMahon and the dumb shit he did when he was older. Like 5 to 10 years ago. The last 5 or 10 years. The dumb shit Vince has done. But Vince would have never put the title on David Arquette ever. If he would have had David Arquette. He had Mike Tyson. He didn't give Mike Tyson the title in 98. Russo probably would have if he was running the show. He would have probably had Mike Tyson defeat Steve Austin, and that would have been bad. Look, it was a great main event. Logan Paul, impressive as hell. The guy's a natural. Natural in the wrestling ring. Again, it was a hell of a main event. The end, I really got into. I got lost in the match. I thought, please don't give it to Logan Paul when he was so damn close to winning, but they did not, thank God. Triple H has brains, that's why he did not give it to Logan Paul. He's not an idiot. And that would have been the wrong decision, to have Logan Paul the champ. And Triple H is not a fool, he's not an idiot. He didn't give us Logan Paul as champion. Again, thank God we have a guy running creative that is smart and not out of touch like Vince was. Look, I'll always love Vince for him giving us WWF in my childhood, and I became a fan first of WWF. That's a company I first saw and followed, so I will always love Vince for that. And Vince should always get his props and respect for what he built from when he started and took over for his dad in the 80s, early 80s, into the 90s, into the 2000s. Vince should always get the credit for just being one of the greatest promoters of all time and the most successful promoters of all time. I don't know if they're going to... excuse me. I don't know if they're going to put Vince really in the Hall of Fame next year, because that might be a lot of heat on the company, but you should celebrate Vince's career and what he built. You can't take that away from him, what he fucking built and accomplished. Yeah, he did a stupid, dumb, awful thing. That's why he's out. But you can't take away what he did for wrestling and sports entertainment. And you can't take away what he's done for all the hundreds and hundreds of wrestlers. He probably made hundreds of wrestlers rich. Very, very rich. You could say he used them, but they became rich under him also. I'm sure they were all paid well, even though they were overworked. So anyways, yeah, Roman Logan Paul, really good. You can hate Logan Paul all you want. You should watch his main event and respect the guy as a wrestler. He's very good. He should not be champion, but he's very good in the ring. This is his third fucking matchup only. Look how good he is. If he keeps doing it, excuse me, if he keeps doing it, imagine how good he'll be in like 5 or 10 years. I don't know if he'll keep doing it, because I don't know if he's falling in love with wrestling really. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. I don't know. The guy has so many followers on Instagram and YouTube. The guy should already be a millionaire, like, over and over. So, money, seriously, he doesn't need the money. Hopefully, he keeps doing wrestling for the love of it. Because, honestly, the guy didn't even have to sign. I'm not a fan of his. But he didn't have to sign with WWE. He didn't need the money. I think he did it because he wanted a challenge. And I think he was a fan, maybe, when he's younger. I'm not sure. I don't think he knows the whole history of the business, like going back to the 80s. I don't think he was even born in the 80s. I don't know. But, as Logan Paul's champ, I would have said, fuck WWE. It was the wrong decision, but he's not the champ. Roman wins and fucking retains. That was the right call. Right decision. I had no doubt Triple H would put over Roman, over Logan Paul, but towards the end, I seriously got lost in the match. I was like, please no. When Logan was close to winning, I was like, please no. Please kick out Roman. Thankfully, he did. Heyman was then whispering, and the Usos did interfere because, and they beat up Logan Paul's friends at ringside. That was great. Then out came Jake Paul and knocked out the Usos. That was stupid. I don't care how tough of a boxer Jake Paul is or fighter. I don't give a fuck. He's not tougher than any wrestler. He could not take the road schedule. If he's a full-time wrestler, he couldn't take it. He'd probably get hurt and quit. Because seriously, pro wrestlers are the and WWE superstars, pro wrestlers, same thing. They are the toughest fucking athletes in the world. To take all those bumps, to have their bodies just beaten up constantly, be sore and beat up, and then you gotta fucking find a gym and work out all the time. You gotta eat right, you gotta look good, and you're on the road full time, like 3 to 4 times a week at least. Seriously, pro wrestlers are some of the greatest, not some of, the greatest entertainers in the world, and some of the toughest, strongest people in the world are pro wrestlers. So, seriously, Logan Paul, Jake Paul, if you tried to be a wrestler full time, I don't think you could handle it. And a lot of people want to be part-time, and that's fine. Look, I had a dream. I wanted to be a wrestler since I was a kid. But when I got older, I realized it's not for me. All that travel, the beating I would have had to take on my body, it's not for me. Being on the road constantly and beat up, it's not for me. But I would work in wrestling. Be a commentator or ref. I would do that. I just don't want to take the beating that the wrestlers take. So, Crown Jewel, Roman retains. Crown Jewel 2022. Very good event. I give it a B+. Would have been an F if Logan Paul won the title, because it's too soon for him to be champion. I don't want to really ever see the guy as world champ. But someday it might happen. But today it's too soon. B+ is a grade for Crown Jewel. What grade do you give it? Leave it in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great weekend. And I love Saturday. Premium live events on Saturday. I hope they do them over and over and over for the rest of every year. Or whatever. Every year do premium live events on Saturdays. It's a lot better. Bye for now.